It's simple. You just gotta start. You just gotta talk. Right? She said, what made you want to be a podcaster? I just wanted to be a pod, wanted a podcast, right? So I set a goal and then I made it happen,
Mhm.
right? Set goals and then make them happen. Daily habits, rituals, and routines.
Yeah.
What do you do on a daily basis, and does what you do on a daily basis run parallel with what your goals are? Every single day. Every single day. What do you do on a daily basis, and does what you do on a daily basis run parallel with what your goals are? It's simple math.
Mhm.
Set goals and then make them happen. The goals in the future, right? So we're here. Check the wall outside.
Right.
It says here.
Mhm.
I'm right here, right now. Here. I here is just a result of H stands for my habits.
Yeah.
E stands for every single day. R stands for my rituals and routines. E, elevate and meditate. Take care of your mental. How you talk to
Right.
yourself. How you speak to yourself.
Right.
What's the relationship that you got with yourself? It's a huge part. Everybody works out. Everybody think working out is a big part of it, but it's
Mhm.
another part of it.
Mhm.
Talk nice. Talk nice. Welcome back to another episode of today's podcast where we're talking about daily habits, rituals, and routines. We're talking about what it is you do on a daily basis, and does what you do on a daily basis run parallel with what your goals are. I'm Coach Leaf, your accountability coach. I'm that little voice in your head. I'm just a reminder I can't do it for you. Get up. Go do what you said you were going to do. Question always is, how did we get here? I'm suing my new friend Amani, right?
Yep. Amani Green.
Say that. Say it again.
Amani Green.
That's her.
That's me.
That's her. What's your how from the start? I want to go check you what you got going on right now. Tell them Instagram how they can get to you so they can research you while we talk.
Okay. So my Instagram is Amani_fitness. And I got into this like influencer fitness type of lifestyle. Back in 2017, I actually got in a car accident. And so 3 months after, or the doctor told me I was when I was not going to be able to walk for 3 to 6 months, and I had to do recovery and everything. And so at that time I was in college, so I was like, going for a pageant, Miss Prairie View, and in the back of my head, I'm like, no, I got a pageant. I'm not finna be sitting up in no dorm trying
She
to
had a
recover.
goal.
Yeah, I'm not finna sit up in no dorm and recover and just sit around while my body just basically rot. I'm like, I'm an athlete. I know I can get myself back to where I need to be in this pageant coming up. So I literally will go after class every day and just walk on the treadmill and make sure that, I can move around. My hips can move. My knee was moving. Everything that got, messed up in the car accident, I made sure that could move it properly. My talent in the pageant was to dance.
Mm-hmm.
So I got creative and I hadn't danced in I don't know how long, but I just needed a talent.
Right.
So had my friend help me coach to like figure out the dance or whatever. And then she was like, "Well, why don't you make your car accident a part of your story in your dance?"
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "That's actually a good idea." And I knew how to dance, but actually, like the full expression, this was the only emotion that I knew that I could relate and like relay that to the audience
Mm-hmm.
was with my crutch.
Right.
So I danced the entire dance with my crutch, and it was that song. I forgot. I don't know the young lady's name, but it was "Rise Up," and I'm dancing on the stage on my crutch.
Mm-hmm.
And so I had a voiceover in the background, kind of going over um, my car accident, talking to the audience. This is what really happened to me, and I rose up. And my platform at that time was Girl Empowerment Movement. And so that was my adversity in my platform that I had to get past. A car accident was meant to stop me from
Right.
being, the university's ambassador. And so that's when I was just like, okay, I'm going to go to get my master's. But when I'm done getting my master's after my 4 year, I want to get into personal training.
Mm-hmm.
I literally recovered and rehabbed myself. So I know that I can motivate, be accountable, be a fitness partner, be a fitness coach, whatever my client needs me to be for them. I know that I can be that for them because I did it for myself.
She did it for herself first. She did it for herself first. You can't be running around doing a whole bunch of stuff for other people,
Mm-hmm.
right? They would say you got to take care of yourself. You want to pour into others. You want to pour into others. You want to be a helper. You want to be a fixer. But take care of yourself at all times, the highs and the lows. Don't forget about you, right? It's obstacles. We talk about it here all the time. Things that just get in the way. Find a way. Find a way. I'm here, right? Sometimes you got to adjust the goal. Sometimes it's not always going to look the way you think it should look.
Yeah. And I wanted to kind of piggyback off what you said earlier, the mental health aspect of fitness. It was just, at that time, I was like, okay, this was going to hold me back. But mentally, I kept telling myself, okay, no, yeah, the doctor's saying this, but no, I'm stronger than that. It was so my mind played, excuse me, a big role into how fast I was going to recover.
I can, I will, I am.
Kept feeding myself those words. I will, I shall, I do, I will. I kept moving forward, kept, dancing through the pain. So.
Talk about alignment a lot. Like, when you're aligned, it's nothing to just pivot. No, so we'll say no matter where you are, you're aligned with something.
Right.
You're aligned with something. If you feel as though you're at the bottom of your mountain right now, it's because you're aligned with the things that put you where you are.
Right.
Self-accountability. I'm here. This is where we are. Set a goal. Regardless of what you might see as a setback, it's just another chance to realign. So you can still stay real close to where you were aligned. You were still doing a pageant. So you set a goal. You still had to do things you were doing things on a daily basis to compete. Little hiccup. The goal never changed. Yep. It's just how we going to get there.
Right.
It's just going to look a little different than what I thought it was going to look.
That was going to be smooth sailing.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Yep.
So people get discouraged. People get thrown off track. We always talk about around here is how fast can you change the conversation? How fast can you get back on track? Obviously, the injury is something to be thrown off track. Right. What are some things? How do you practice? How do you stay motivated? How do you pick yourself back up when you find yourself? Because I think as I'll call you a role model, an influencer. When you post or whatever you got going on, we just met. Right? Question always is, how did you get here? How did you get here? I'm telling you, this human that's sitting next to me, she just got here. She been working. I don't know much about her, but she been doing something. Right? So you're an influencer. Even influencers, even the ones that are on the top of our game, we get it's not easy.
And I know exactly what you're talking about. I explain it to my friends. It's like in school you get writer's block. But in the fitness world, for myself, I call it fitness block. Like when it comes all the way down to content, what do I put out for my viewers to see? Because I'm going to continue to my regular structural routine that I have for myself every day. But then it's like, okay, I get fitness block. Okay, well, what video is what haven't I posted? What is this? What should I do next? So it's just stuff like that I kind of like.
How much do
stay creative?
You get in your own way?
A lot. I definitely do that a lot. It's more so of that I'm still growing in this industry. So it's just I have to constantly humble myself and remind myself you can still learn.
Right. Although, we ain't there yet.
Right. You have a mentor, but you can still learn. Everybody's not perfect. You can still pick up new things from somebody else. So it's just a matter of, remembering who taught you what, of course, but then knowing that, okay, that person putting in work, I need to add that to my archive, right. And when it comes to my rotation of workouts or whatever the case, right. Just stuff like that.
Stay open. Be willing to learn. Goals are just checkpoints. Don't get caught up in thinking because you reached the goal, it's over. Yeah, I lost that 6 pounds. That's you. So you set the goal. We get there. Now we got to check back in. There's a couple things you got to ask yourself. What I need to start doing, what I need to stop doing, and what I need to keep doing to get closer to my goals. No matter where you are, every single day, there's something you can start doing, there's something you can stop doing, and there's something you can keep doing because what we've been doing got us here. So don't forget about that, right? So don't be scared to be proud of yourself either. Don't be scared to be proud of yourself. You did this. You did that. You accomplished it because you did things on a daily basis that ran parallel with what your goals are. So I just want to congratulate you, let you know that I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
I'm proud of you. And again, our relationship has just begun.
Right.
And you just respect, because
Appreciate that.
even just the number, I don't that number on Instagram, to me, that's crazy.
Yeah.
How does that happen? 46? Yeah. But it's still eyes.
Yeah.
It's eyes. It's views.
Mm-hmm.
It's opportunities. It's a chance to sell yourself and market yourself and your
Exactly.
brand.
Yep.
You know what it takes to build a brand? Do you understand what it takes to build a brand? I'm asking myself that question. I'm asking myself that question. I had to ask myself that question when I started this 2013. How do we get here? I started in 2013. There's an X on the wall. We're here. Right? 2013, I set a goal. The goal was, first was just to help the person that was asking me to train them. The goal, I'm going to help this person. And that person brought a friend. I can help this person. I'm going to a very similar gym. It was CrossFit. I'm doing CrossFit. I'm going to a CrossFit gym. I'm paying a monthly bill. And a lot of people are coming up here saying, Coach Leaf told me to come up here. Or Ryan told me to come up here. Yeah. And I'm seeing, I was a teacher. I don't know about business. I don't know formally, don't know what that means. But I know if you have a service and you offer it to someone, they will give you in exchange money. Yep. And with that money, if you do right with that money, you can then run a business. You mean to tell me if I get enough people to give me enough to cover the lease on a building that's 5 minutes from the park that I'm training the people from? Yeah. What's that number again? Hold on. I got 15, 20 people coming in a matter of 2.5, 3 months. If I do the math on this, and this, I could pay that lease. I'm not going back to school.
Yeah. Boy, you all up in my head.
I'm not going back.
All up in my
I don't
head.
like that job.
Yeah.
But it started as a goal. It didn't exist. You got to believe. You better believe it. You better see it. And the only way you can see it is if you tell the right story. Tell your own story. Tell your story. Right? I said, don't be scared to tell your story. You don't get on that stage. You don't tell your story about your accident. I'm still here even though I got a crutch.
Right.
If you don't tell that story, you just listen to somebody else. Stop worried about what they think.
Right.
Doctor said, the doctor said this. The doctor said, I understand your
thanks, but no thanks.
Hey, I've been here. This is me. Yep. I know myself better than anybody. Right. Thank you for your expert opinion. But I'm going to tell you what I'm about to do.
Yep. Anything and everything. That's always what it comes down to. Do you know yourself? What can you push yourself to do? What is your limits? Do you even know your limits?
What are some things that you use to learn and grow yourself currently?
The school thing is a perfect example. So I low-key just took a full-blown plunge into entrepreneurship. So I started my track team back in home in Dallas. I currently sell resistance bands. I train uprising athletes and regular athletes, professional kids. So it's just like all the stuff that I'm doing to bring in different streams of income without school. But, growing up, you're taught to go to school, do what you gotta do, get a good job. And I done that so long, doing everything right.
Did it the right way.
Everything, every single thing. Dotted all my I's, crossed all my T's, basically. But yeah, I was just like, boy, it has to be something else, another way. And I was just like, Mom, I'm just gonna start a track team. Because my little sister, she kept talking about, Monty, I want to run, but there's no teams in North Dallas, and basically the way Dallas or Texas is set up, the predominantly black athletes are more southern, like they're South Dallas or DeSoto, Duncanville. And so the area I had grew up in is like more North Dallas, Frisco, Plano, Addison. And so when I had moved to Texas in 2012, we had no like summer track. It was all you had to be sports on the inside of Astra High School. And so I'm used to summer track and I'm used to school track. So I was really ready to go, get it in. I'm ready to see you at Junior Olympics. Right. So, but yeah, moving out to Texas, I was just like, that's kind of, if I did do something, that's what I would do. Yeah. And then I'm, talking to my mentor one day, and I was like, remember when you said, he was like, you sure right. I said, let's do it. What's stopping us?
Don't be scared.
That's what, yeah, like, What's stopping us?
Why not?
I was like, we already doing this. We already doing this. We already doing this. We already doing this. You know how to get this, so we can do this with that. What's stopping us?
Seen it. You had the vision.
Yep.
Understanding that little by little,
Mm-hmm.
a little becomes a lot.
Yep.
Understanding that all we have to do today counts. The decision that you make right now could change the whole trajectory.
Yep.
Just don't discredit the power in daily habits, rituals, and routines.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you don't start, today's the day to start. Start, stop, keep. Set a goal. Start, stop, keep. What do I need to start doing?
Yep.
Today, you can start that thing. It can be done. I can say it. I can. You're listening to the podcast. You're watching the video. I'm talking to you right now. I'm talking to myself. So I thank you for listening. Right now, set a goal and then say, I can. I can do that. I can do that. Walk around for the rest of the day. I can do that.
Mm-hmm.
And think about it, because the more you think about it, the more clear it's going to become. You got to be clear with your vision.
Yep.
Write it down. Now that you said it, right? Here's the next step. Step number 2.
Mm-hmm.
Write it down. Tell a story as if everything went the right way, what would it look like?
Mm-hmm. And be like open enough and real enough to really hold yourself accountable. So if you affirm something, or if you speak something, or if you want to do something, make sure that's what you gonna say that you gonna do. Like,
Right.
just do it. Like,
Do what you said you were
Yes.
going to do. You
put
better
it
do.
out in the atmosphere. You need to attain it.
Do what you said
Mm-hmm.
you were going to do. Forgive yourself if it didn't happen. Do just because it didn't look the way you thought it was supposed
Right.
to look today.
Yep.
Do what you said you were going to do. It's Friday. What's the point, man? I'll start on. How many Mondays?
Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow's doesn't come. Stop talking about, oh, I'm going to get up. Yeah, Monday, watch this. Monday, watch this. Today.
Mm-hmm.
Today.
That's all we got.
Just do a little bit. Just do a little bit. And that's what we about to go do.
Yep.
That's what we about to go do. My goal is to talk and reach whatever energy I got coming through my soul, my body, and is to experience that with as many people as possible on this earth. I thank you for sitting down with me. I appreciate you. But we got about to go do what we said we was going to do. We got some content coming. It's going to look how it's going to look, and we're going to go from where we at.
That's it. That's all.
One more time, how can they find you?
Amani_fitness. I'm on Instagram, TikTok. Yep. I was Twitter, but I don't need it.
Get up, 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 get up. Get up.
Get to it.
Go do what you said you were going to do.
That was pretty dope.
Yeah, that might have been one of the better ones.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good flow.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah. It's a whole nother. Ooh.
Yep.